We may sometimes wonder if anything we do really matters, if we're even capable of making the smallest difference in someone's life. Life can be discouraging, and during our lowest moments, it might seem difficult to even fathom putting other people first. I struggle with these thoughts from time to time, but I found it still important to try our best and be decent people, regardless of what we're going through. Here's one experience that gave me hope. Maybe it'll help you too. Years ago, when I was in my early 20s, I was going through a really rough time. I was broke, in debt, and struggling with a number of personal issues. I know I didn't have it the worst, but I was definitely overwhelmed by everything that was going on at the time. One day, I was riding as a passenger in my friend's car. We stopped at a gas station so he could fill up. He went inside to pay and grab snacks, and I stayed outside to get some fresh air. I leaned on the car and went through my phone, doing whatever I could to distract myself from the negative thoughts in my head. I was in a pretty bad mood that day, and I was doing my best to hold it together. As I stood there, a man approached me in the parking lot. "Hello, sir. Sorry to bug you. Are you able to help me with some spare change? I just lost my job and I'm really struggling to provide for my family." I was immediately annoyed. I thought, sure, buddy, I've heard that before. The man looked 15 to 20 years older than me and relatively healthy. Here I am, I thought, barely surviving, working a job I hate, dealing with my own issues, and I'm not out here asking for handouts. I looked at his face. He seemed like he was holding back tears. That's when I realized how selfish I was being. Whether he was telling the truth or not, it was obvious he was hurting, and it must have taken a lot for him to approach someone young like me and beg for help. I started feeling bad and guilty for being so standoffish. I reached into my pocket, hoping to give him a couple of bucks. That's when I realized I only had a $10 bill, and that was literally all I had to my name. I pulled it out anyway. "Here, man, take it." The man looked shocked. "Sir, that's too much. I really don't need all that." I responded with, "Just take it, it's okay." He was incredibly grateful and thanked me over and over. He told me that he would never forget this and walked away. Just then, my friend came out of the store and had seen part of the interaction. He asked what happened, so I told him. About 3 or 4 days later, that same friend and I stopped at a store in another city to buy fish bait and gear for an upcoming trip. As we were loading the car, we heard someone shouting in our direction. I turned and saw a man about 20 to 25 feet away, walking towards us. "No freaking way," my friend said. I was confused until I heard what the man was yelling. "$10 man," he shouted. That's when I realized it was the same man from the gas station. He walked up to us, smiling and holding 2 grocery bags, one in each hand. "$10 man, this is what you did for me. You helped me get all of this for my family." I was in shock and almost in tears. I did my best to keep my composure. I told him I was glad he was able to get what he needed, and he kept thanking me. He didn't even ask for more money, he just wanted to express his gratitude. I tried to offer him more, but he wouldn't take it, saying I had already done enough. He thanked me one last time and walked away. My friend and I were stunned. We were in a completely different area, and it felt like one big coincidence. Or maybe it was fate, who knows? All I know is that I'm glad I was able to help someone in need. I still think about that man sometimes, and I hope he's doing well. I don't know where life took him, but that moment reminded me how we're all just trying to make it. And sometimes, one small act of compassion is enough to remind someone that they're not alone.